Hi Taurus, and welcome to your tarot video scope for year 16 by Alma. Happy holiday season, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. So in order for you to contact me, if you want a reading with me, opening Akashic Records, tarot reading, a healing session, go to my website, amalightworker.com, or you contact me through email, amalightworker@gmail.com. So what is going on in scene? The general feeling is that a lot to do with your self-authority, self-power, career movement, and changes around the love situation and finances that are the most predominant. So let's break it down one by one. In the position representing you, we have the Magician. And the Magician is a great card to have. It denotes new beginning, wish fulfillment, maybe investing in an idea that you had, in a talent that you have, in a business. Maybe you already invested and it's now time for you to see some gains and some profit. But it also represents new love. So whatever new beginning you desire to have in scene, it seems like people, situations, everything that you need, all the resources that you need will be presented to you in order for you to proceed. And for some of you, you are also going to see some profit. So some of you will be investing in themselves, meaning like really applying themselves to their career, asking for maybe a new position, applying for a leadership position, and that will be granted. Applying maybe for a different job, a different department, even a big change, like doing something different in a different department related to your career. This shows up with this card as well. This is the feeling that I'm getting. So whatever changes you want to make, that will be granted. Some of you already are investing in your education, kind of investing in yourself, and you are going to have great support and great luck into finding a new job, but also progressing quite rapidly in this new job. There is a sense that attention is drawn to the money in here, and this is, I keep sensing investments. So maybe you already invested in a business before and it is time for you to see some profit out of it, or maybe you are going to invest in an investment in a business. If that's the case, if it is related to a business, you are going to see some ups and downs in this profit related to this business. However, the money is there. Recognize that you're going to have ups and downs, but ultimately there is a balance when it comes to that financial gain. Also expect some changes. Maybe money will show up for you from another source, from another venue. So not everybody who is promising to help you will help you. You are going to run into some disappointments. This is what I'm sensing. But also, again, other people are going to show up for you to provide you with these opportunities. So no matter what, this help, this money is being granted to you. But again, expect some changes to the plan and the way these changes are going to show up from you, and the people who are going to facilitate these changes for you. In the position of what could be crossing you, you have the Empress. And the Empress is a great card to have because it has a lot to do with denotes like inner feelings, emotions, self-expression, abundance. It denotes long and short distance travel, socializing, abundance. So the reason they just showed up for you is because you could be running into some limitation, maybe related to a long or short distance travel. I don't know why, but an important travel for you shows up, like taking the plane and traveling somewhere, and I don't know how that is going to apply to all of you. All I know is that that important that trip is very important in order for you to advance with love, with money, and also with your self-expression, bringing that joy to yourself. So you are going to go through a lot of changes when it comes to your physical appearance. There is this need for you to change your physical appearance, maybe lose weight, change your hairstyle, change your hair color, change and beautify the space where you live, or even your office. But this is also denotes like a good news related to a pregnancy or a child. So some of you could be getting pregnant in 16, or a good news, or receiving a good news related to pregnancy. And if this doesn't apply to you, this could be a good news related to a pregnancy, to a family member, to a relative from family around you. You are going to be recognized, and you are going to be more appreciated in the eyes of others through work, through even in your family. It's like your social standing is changing. You are now holding a more powerful position even in your family. So a lot more recognition in the way through this card in 16, and a lot more respect through people around you and through your co-workers. In the position of what's above you, you have the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords, it is a great card to have because it denotes sudden breakthrough, success, triumph, victory, sudden news, sudden changes that are bringing you new opportunities, new changes, opportunities for you to advance your career, first of all. Maybe suddenly a position shows up for you. You qualify to apply for, and a leadership position is offered to you. But this to me also signifies at times also new love. For those of you who are single, new love showing up out of nowhere. So I have a strong feeling that when it comes to love, you could be it could happen for you around September or October, or some sort of a very important new beginning for you is going to show up for you around that time. Another feeling that I'm picking up is anything that you are working towards and you haven't seen any profit or any gain or any results just yet. 2018, right from the beginning, it could be for some of you that the time when you finally see some results, some victory, and being recognized for your success. So this is glory, success. Let's move on to the next card. In the position of what's above you, or the root cause for this, you have the Fool. And the Fool to me denotes, again, a brand new beginning. So a lot of you are going to have brand new beginnings in jobs, in careers, in family matters, investing on an idea, on a project, like taking a chance, taking a risk. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of optimism, high ideals. But also the advice is always be careful with your planning. Make sure that everything is planned for ahead of time. It's okay to take a risk, but always make sure that this is also a calculated risk. You could also be taking a risk in love. Some of you could run into a great conflict, big disagreements, and you could be separating, divorcing, or breaking up in 16. However, I don't know why I also have the feeling that if this is a new situation that would find you in 16, it's going to be a temporary thing. If you already started with separation and divorce proceeding, in 16 you have great support to finally sign all the papers, the documents, and finalize this divorce or this separation in order for you to allow a new beginning to break free. So again, it's your job to identify yourself with this Fool and which one are you. Okay, but it's going to be easy to recognize that you know which one you are, because you already had some separation and divorce issues in the making, in the process. In the position of the near past, you have the World. And the World to me is a card that denotes again, world issues, shaking events, important encounters, gatherings, travel, change, risk, opportunities. So recently you just had some opportunities being offered to you. You are willing to take a chance. There are some changes also that did find you, that for some of you they could represent running into some blocks or into some limitation. However, I do have the feeling that no matter what these restrictions, limitations are, you are going to be able to work your way out. So you are trying to make changes that are really going to rock your world, that are going to open up your world. Really apply yourself and dedicate yourself to make these new changes in love, meeting someone new. For some of you, it's going to be not only career, but also even moving to a different part of the world. So after this, after running into some limitations that have to do with some legal documents or financial matters, you are going to be able to resolve them, and therefore proceed with your wish. But again, as I said, a lot of people around you, they are going to have some sort of a drama when you are also going to be required, being asked to step in and help. It could be helping financially, but also it could be helping someone who is ill or ailing in some way. So this is what the guys told me related to this card. In the position of the near future, you have the Ten of Swords. And I really don't like this card, but you did have some other cards, really great cards before this, and you are, and I already shuffled the cards, so you are going to have other great cards to balance this out. So the Ten of Swords is the card that denotes feeling defeat, anguish, the death of feeling beat to death, the death of an idea, the death of a project. Some of you will be feeling this way because maybe you wanted to have this, not right away you are going to be approved for a leadership position. So maybe that very first interview won't go so well, but the second opportunity or second position is right around the corner. So this is just the initial reaction, or this is how things are going to start. But then there's going to be a turning of events, because these opportunities for you, for a loan, for a grant, for a business, for investments, are going to be provided to you from different people, or situations are going to change. Therefore, new situations, new opportunities. Some of you will be feeling defeated, like really this mental pain and anguish. Because again, the idea is don't make the same mistake twice, and I don't know what that means for you, so I'm only here to pass on the messages. So the idea is don't make the same mistake twice. Something's got to change in here in order for you to have a better result. So this could also be related to love and relationship problems. Again, some of you will be separating instincts. So this is going through some very strong emotional drama. I have a feeling that, I don't know why I keep hearing denial issues. You could be dealing with some denial issues, and then at some point you are going to be forced to face the truth and having to deal with these denial issues. It doesn't have to necessarily be that something is happening in order for you to deal with these feelings. Maybe this is something that already happened before, but instead you are more prone or more open to dealing and sorting out this mental and emotional pain. So being more prone to open to healing and to talk about this. So be prepared for some sort of a very strong emotional drama. So basically, you are not going to have a moment to be bored. Instead, there is a lot going on with situations in your with your emotions, ups and downs, but it seems like everything is going to be balancing out and is going to be working out, because ultimately it's going to give you great results. In the position of your attitude, internal feelings, you have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is a card to me that denotes great opportunities being offered to you. However, in terms of again, finding a leadership position, opening a business, something that has to do with family and real estate matters, but also your self-reliance, working through some issues that you have with your own self-power and self-reliance. So be very careful as to which of these opportunities you are going to choose. The advice is explore all of these opportunities, have a plan, and then choose wisely. But again, you have great support that anything that you desire, and then it's not going to happen through your first try. Again, new opportunities, situations are going to change, and they are going to make this happen for you. So going back to the World card, this card also represents planetary movements working on your behalf in order for you to help you to make things happen for you. So I would really pay attention to some sort of important planetary movements happening for you, because they are going to bring these worldly changes, these changes that are totally going to change your world, because the purpose is to upgrade your world. In the position of the environment and how people see you, you have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is a card that denotes a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. Now, you could be dealing with this woman. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. You could be dealing with this woman in maybe getting some help or advice through this woman. It shows up mostly and more strongly in a career setting for you. However, the advice is that whether this woman is willing to help you, she can also be very manipulative. So be very careful with dealing with this woman. On the other hand, you could be dealing with your own issues of dissatisfaction and how you contribute to this situation, dealing with your own inner emotions. This card also to me represents your sexual senses being reawakened. So maybe if you are already in an established partnership, in a marriage, maybe there is some sort of a romance in the air, and feeling more sexual, more passionate, more physical with each other. But this can also be a new relationship. So if you are a guy, then you could be dealing with a female Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or a moon sign. If you are a woman, you could be dealing with a man, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. As I said, rising sign, sun sign, or the moon sign. So this is a great sexual attraction, but again, be careful, because this person could also be manipulative. In the position of your internal emotions, hopes, fears, and wishes, you have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is a great card to have. It represents a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. This is a person to go to. This is a person that is going to facilitate a wish come through, is going to help you through some endeavors and some problems that you are going to have. This could show up in your life as a mentor, as a counselor, a lawyer, a judge, but I also have a feeling that it could show up as a psychologist, something that you confide into when you cancel with them from time to time, because he's the person to go to, or she can also show up as a female in your life. This is a person that is going to grant you. You could be having an important interview with this person, and it's going to grant you a wish, a financial, a wish related to finances. It could also be an important interview with someone that is going to grant you this leadership power position. They are also going to facilitate something for you to start over, to start something new, a brand new beginning. So a very important person, a mentor, showing up in your life. So in the outcome, you have a great card, and this is the Emperor. And the Emperor to me denotes a father figure, an uncle, a great uncle, a grandfather, a mentor, a teacher, someone who is no longer with us. He's in spirit and is now serving as one of your spirit guides. So it also denotes like construction, formation, opportunities for you to enter in a new business partnership, in a new love relationship. And again, this is facilitated by the spirit guides around you, a male spirit guide around you, working on your behalf, giving you dreams, inspirations, creating and changing some situations for you, so you can run into chance encounters and run into the right professionals at the right time in order for you to secure this new business partnership, a new power position in your life, or even new love. So there's going to be some months that are highlighted for you when you could be running especially into this emotional drama and conflicts, having to deal with maybe a new car issue or some health issues, and is very much highlighted the time frame between March and so this is not a great time for you to have a new beginning, because you are going to run into some limitations and some restrictions. So if you can avoid anything new during this time frame, either before or after, that would be great. But also I have the impression that it could also be facilitated through different planetary movements that are going to happen. But I have a strong feeling that around September is going to be a powerful time for new beginnings for most of you guys. So this was just a general reading. Please, as usual, like, share, subscribe, comments. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you. Don't forget to subscribe and contact me if you need a private reading. amalightworker.com or amalightworker@gmail.com. So good luck and have fun. Bye.